Um, so we're basically picking up right after the prologue, and basically we're picking up right where the main story begins, more or less. And so I'm just having a little Adderall to get me through the day. Okay, so here we are, Rattay Mill. This is our first steps outside the prologue, other than out of her bedroom. Alright, so gotta adjust my vision here. Okay.
Have you eaten yet?
Yes, it was very good. Did you bake it yourself?
I did. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Sorry. Okay, so that's Teresa. Now, the first thing you should probably do at this point, I mean, you can certainly start gathering things to sell. You can do a lot of questy kind of things around here, little side quests. Let's talk to the dude who took us in, though. That's what Teresa told us at the end of the last episode. Oh, and we also have this dog. Let me... Alright, whatever. Let's talk to the guy.
My name's Henry. Thank you for taking
I love
care
how
of me here.
immediately after I get out of the sick bed, I'm wearing nicer clothes than this guy will ever own in his life because I stole it in the prologue.
She took care of you for 2 whole weeks while you were in limbo. And talking of you being at death's door, while you were lying here, you worked up quite a bill with the bloodletter, who came now and again to keep you alive with his potions. That quack doesn't come cheap. I paid him what I could, but I still, that is, you still owe him.
I see. Well, it's better to be in debt than to lie dead in a ditch. What do I owe? I'm not afraid of hard work.
You won't pay for that shoveling manure. I might have a better job for you. And it's not something any fool can do. If you prove to me you're a clever lad, I might trust you with something you could really make money from. What do you say?
Okay, so...
Well, what would you need from me?
A trifle. Just to take something from someone and bring it to someone else.
That sounds straightforward enough.
Oh, don't worry. It's just a job like any other. Only this one requires, let's say, the right moral disposition. 2 corpses bother you?
No honourable man should touch them. That's the executioner's job.
Did you expect I'd give you a hoe and send you out to the fields? You can dig all right, but somewhere else. I want to know whether you're going to hide behind some stupid fucking scruples, or if you might be useful for more unconventional work.
I'm prepared for just about anything, but that's a bit much. But go on. Tell me more.
Listen, it's about this ring my mate Wojciech, the Kohelnitz miller, had his eye on. Trouble is, they buried the ring by the gibbet along with the villain they hung while he was wearing it.
Jesus Christ. You want me to dig up a corpse, take a ring from it, and give it to your friend in Kohelnitz? Is nothing sacred to you?
Money first, morals later. That fellow is dead. He won't miss it. Whatever bleeding heart came up with the idea that it's disrespectful to disturb a corpse never it's got a human body.
I think
So I'm
I've
gonna go
already
ahead and
heard
read it
more
as
than I
side
need
quest
to
to
know.
steal from a
I've got
corpse.
tongue of the...
Watch your mouth, boy. If there's any
I'm skipping a little bit of this dialogue. You can read it. It's just kind of flavor.
Side to make you dig better.
Thanks. I'll need it. Can't believe...
Oh, and watch out for the executioner and his hounds. They're pretty... Good luck to you.
Okay. He gave me some booze to get drunk on.
Farewell.
So he will also train you on lockpicking. He'll take you back here. And this is kind of a tutorial, like in the prologue.
Got it?
Some people don't always get around to stealing that much. So this is your in-game tutorial about getting used to the thieving skills.
Make something out of you, yeah.
And we'll definitely take that Savior Schnapps as well. And tell me...
What about the Skalitz?
God sent them to punish us for our sins. They don't work, they just idle around begging. And you want to keep a close eye on your belongings when they're around. I'll be glad to see them back.
What do you think about everything that's happened?
I don't concern myself with the doings of my betters. I don't give a damn who's king, but that usurper from Hungary has gone too far.
Do you know anything about those Cumans?
The heathen scum that Sigismund brought here. Why do you even ask? You've seen with your own two eyes what they're capable of.
Okay, so
That's all.
and I've already got a shovel, so I don't need to ask him about that. You can also, definitely go around the farm and steal stuff. This is a very easy place from which to thieve, and it's good experience. And we do need to build up those lockpicking skills. Oh boy, because in order to get access to some of the more lucrative trunks later in the game, actually let's take all this because we can just simply put that in our chest. Yeah, and we've got mushrooms here too. In order to get access to the best chests in the game, you have to build up your lockpicking skills. So you can't just go up to the most lucrative chest and start looting it. You have to work your way up. So it's a good idea to start now. Here's the mill, little water wheel. It's pretty nice. I don't really get the wall. I guess that may help direct the water into it, but because basically what he's doing from a physics standpoint is he's diverting a portion of this river, which is flowing this way, as you can see, and he's put rocks here. He gives, some of the water a path to go, but the rocks kind of divert some of the water this way, and then the mill gets pushed. So that's pretty cool. I assume semi-historically accurate. I mean, this game is pretty good at that kind of thing. But yeah, so let's go back to our chest and store anything we don't need in here now. So I'm going to put Kunesh's stuff in here. And let's see. Oh shit. I was already in there, okay. I've got 16 lockpicks, which is way more than I need. I'll keep 6. And then we'll put these hides in there. Unfortunately, you can't use the hides for anything. I'll put almost all the bandages in there. And everything else there is fine. And then food-wise, I'm going to put any dried food and alcohol in my chest. We can sell some of this later. It's whatever, I'm going to keep the rest of this, though. And we'll keep all that. Let's see, we'll put that in there. And the torch I should probably keep. You should probably have one torch on you most of the time. Alright, so that's it. Alright. But let's go ahead and substantively progress the game now. So, going to our map, we have 2 quests highlighted. We have the main quest, which is here, go to see Radzig and Perkstein, and then get the dead man's ring for Miller Peshek. Now, we can also do a DLC quest starting here, and we can do a DLC quest here. And then there's an activity giver and a quest giver. Excuse me. So, we have those kind of clues on the map. And if I go over to Teresa, let's talk to her real quick.
Shouldn't you tidy us?
So now we can ask her, how did you manage to survive? And the thing is that actually starts a DLC that's kind of fun, and I love that DLC. And maybe we should just start that today, because, well, I'm tempted, but I think I am going to go see Radzig, because here's the deal. first thing you want to do, honestly, is get trained, because right now, if I were, especially in hardcore mode, if I were to encounter like an enemy in earnest, I would probably lose. I would probably get my clock cleaned. So I think what I'm going to do is head up to Perkstein Castle up here and see Sir Radzig. And it doesn't mean we're going to continue the main quest beyond the training, but it is the best way to get access to some of the more important fighting aspects of this game, because you only have like limited access to fighting right now. In fact, if I go to P, you'll see I've got a 3 and 2 on my strength agility here, and they're about halfway through there. But you know, if I go over to my weapons, you know, the axe requires 1 and 1. The bow I can actually shoot competently now, which is great. See, previously I couldn't, but now when I actually pull this back, I can actually shoot an arrow pretty decently. And you gotta be careful with that, because if you do that in town or whatever, people will think you're trying to kill them. And I think there was like a guy off to the side, maybe when I shot that, so glad he didn't get mad. But this is Perkstein Castle on this side of Rete. So we're going to go up here and talk to Sir Radzig. And it is a bit of a walk. We will get a horse later in the game, but for now we're walking everywhere.
Halt! Who are you and where are you going?
I'm
Okay,
Henry.
his texture
son of
took
the
a little
Scalise
while
Blast.
to load.
I'm going to see my liege, Sir Radzig Kabila of Dvoyets.
Of course you are, lad. And I'm the Pope. What do you want from his lordship, and what makes you think he'll see you?
Okay, let's go. See, we don't know the guard's disposition. His name's Nightingale. We have 4, 9, and 5 there. And although I'm trying to improve my speech, I don't know what the other guy's stats are. So let's just
I
do
may
the
not look
speech.
the part, but I know about honour and duty. And mine is to tell Sir Radzig what happened to the sword he commissioned.
All right then, go ahead. It'll be your skin if Sir Radzig isn't pleased.
Oh, this guy just left and came back. And as you can see, there's these little tents and stuff. And there's a bunch of tents here. And so if we go down here, and I love that jumping down that mild amount actually injures me. This guy's sound asleep, but you know, we can go over here. There's a pig. Here's a lockpick we could maybe do without getting caught, it looks like. Okay, so we gotta level up in lockpicking there. And making sure the coast is clear. As you can see, this appears to be people's underwear, but there is this book, there is a Save Your Schnapps, and we're just gonna take that and leave everything else. Now it's kind of like, there's this game Gothic, let me eat this, I'm pretty sure I need just a little bit of nourishment, couldn't hurt. I like how it just does a black screen to take the position of eating. But anyway, Gothic 3, if you steal too much from a town, people will start to notice things are missing kind of in-game. And it's just a little bit weird, but whatever.
Hal, what are you doing here? I took you for dead.
Oh, it's a long story. But what about you? How did you get out of Scalise?
You wouldn't believe it. A frightful storm broke that night, and Sigismund's heathens ran back to their camp. They never dreamed Sir Radzig would use the storm as cover for our escape. The entire village slipped away as quiet as mice, while no one watched. In the morning, when those bandits attacked, all they found was an empty castle with an old goat inside. I wish I could have seen their faces.
So do I. You tricked them nicely. See you later.
Okay, so we just got a little update of how they escaped. And you can go through and talk to some of these people. Some of them are in town begging, and they sleep here at night. Obviously that chest I robbed was where they keep their change of clothes, apparently. And now we're seeing the royal indicia that suggests indeed Sir Radzig must be down here. We're also getting sleepy, as you can see there by the energy level there and the little bed symbol at the bottom of the screen. So we definitely want to be on the lookout for the ability to sleep at some point. I'm just looking back here though to see if there's any quick cash I can get and get these lock-picking skills up. Nothing too valuable there. We're gonna stop taking everything that we get our hands on. We're just looking for valuables and to get our skills up. Can't do that one. There's guards watching.
Could that be the smith's son, Hal?
On my soul, it is him. What are you doing here, lad? We thought you were done for.
I must speak with Sir Radzig. Is he here?
He's in the palace with Sir Hanush of Rattay. They're feasting in the Knight's Hall. What do you want with him?
My father made him a sword. He asked me to deliver it.
I don't see any sword.
No. Bandits attacked me and stole it. I need to tell his lordship what happened. And then I'm going to find the sword.
Of course you are, Hal. Good luck.
Thanks.
Might do some laundry sorting. Put away while some of the cutscenes go, but Yannick and Yaroslav are our two guard friends from Skalitz, and you'll notice that a lot of people in this area have connections to Skalitz. This appears to be the lower level of the castle. Let's see if we can get away with some more luck. Oh shit! Let's get out of here.
What are you doing here? Get lost.
All right,
You'll
all right.
have me to reckon with. Hey you! What are you doing? Fuck off before I lose my temper.
Fuck off. I like that guy. Alright, we can go in here though, that's fine.
Is someone there? Think you're doing? Come on, Mike.
Yeah, they think they can clearly tell I'm up to no good. But anyway, we'll come back and explore that. Maybe at night we'll go thieving down there or something, but let's go ahead and come up to where Sir Radzig is. I think it's in here. I like how there's just a fucking toilet right there with no privacy whatsoever. And here's a beautiful medieval window with fields, and we do have a chest here. Can we do this one? Let's just take a look-see. And we're definitely trespassing. Okay, that's too difficult. Okay.
What the hell was that?
Okay, and this is Tobias Fayfair. Let's talk to him.
God bless you.
How's life in
How does
Rattay?
life in
I suppose it was kind of them to take us in. But then they just left us to fend for ourselves. Nobody gives a damn about us.
Did you find out what actually happened?
Folks say it was on account of our silver and how Sir Radzig sides with the king.
Alright, so I think he becomes important later. But let's go ahead and go on in here. This is just looks like a kitchen, another kitchen area, but with much better decoration. And this was so realistic. This is exactly what medieval folks did in the interior of their castles. They painted the walls with yellow and red ochre, and they whitewashed using lime. Okay, so that's Tobias Fayfair. We looked in there. Did we look? We can't go in there yet. Okay. So we'll keep going up the stairs, and then there's a tower over there, and then there's this level here. And we're just going to go ahead and pop on in. And, oh, here we go. Let's watch the cutscene.
Your Graces, I have to tell you in all seriousness that this land of ours is in the shit. Deep fucking shit. Don't you agree?
I might not have put it as eloquently as you, Hanush, but I've been driven out of my own castle, so I'm hardly going to disagree.
Indeed. The Pilchstein is yours for as long as you need it. Room enough for your men and you here at Rattay, and I'm sure my ward won't have any objection to me lending you his castle.
I'd be honored. Pechstein is at your disposal as long as you wish, Your Grace.
Just as well you have another castle at the other end of town, eh? At any rate, I'm beholden to you, Sir Hans, and to you, Sir Hanush.
I don't like to speak ill of your people, Sir Radzig, but, well, there's no love lost between the townsfolk and the refugees. There's been talk of criminality.
No, they'll have to get used to it until the situation's resolved.
But when will it be resolved? And what on God's earth is this war even about? I won't lie, sir. I don't understand it.
You aren't alone, Father. I believe Sigismund's original intention was to persuade Wenceslas to accept the imperial crown and to leave the rule of Bohemia to him.
Who could blame him? I know Wenceslas is a friend of yours, Radzig, but even you have to admit he brought it upon himself.
I can't deny the king neglected affairs of state for other pursuits. There is a need for order in the land, but I don't think the lords who sided with Sigismund realized just what Hungarian order looks like.
Hungarian order.
What concerns me, sir, is how a good Christian could resort to such brutality.
To give him his due, I don't think he expected the lords of this country to stand behind the king. But thanks to him, we're tearing ourselves apart, and now he has to get things under control.
But why in God's name does he have to use those barbarians?
Money is the root of all evil, young sir. Wars are costly, and this one has dragged on for a year. Sigismund ran out of coin for knights, so he recruited those whore sons that settled in Hungary. The less he pays, the more they make up for it with plunder.
That's why he attacked us. He was after our silver.
What are you doing? You've no business here. Clear off.
Wait, it's Henry. Henry, who disappeared after I clearly ordered him to remain at Taunberg.
I'm sorry, sir, but I had to bury my parents.
Had to? You think you were the only man who lost someone there? But the others listened to their lord.
And it wasn't just your own life you nearly threw away. So Robard and his men risked theirs to save you.
I'm sorry, but I had to.
No, there you go. When you have to, Radzig.
Your father was a remarkable man. And your mother, she was remarkable too. They deserved a Christian burial. Did you manage that at least?
Side comment there.
No. I was attacked by thieves. I wouldn't be here now if it wasn't for that girl.
Girl?
Probably if you're watching this.
The miller's daughter, Teresa.
The miller's daughter saved you from the footpads? Oh, there's a tale to tell your children.
I owe her my life. She distracted them and they brought me to Ratai. Without Sir Robard, we'd both be dead.
Oh, that's
Sorry
what
about
I
that.
call a
Microphone's
good
over
woman.
here.
Hang on to that one, lad.
Still,
I was just talking
it's a
about
great
how
shame your parents are
Radzig
buried
was
in
dropping a hint that he's
unconsecrated
Henry's
ground.
father there.
That means purgatory for them.
Be quiet, Friar. I didn't invite you here to eat me out of house and home and deliver a sermon while you were doing it.
If you're so concerned, Father, maybe you should save the innocent souls of these fine Christians yourself. Go to Skalitz and consecrate their graves. I assure you, if you're killed by bandits, your soul will soar straight to heaven, as long as someone buries you in consecrated ground first.
If there's anything left to bury, that plump carcass of yours would be quite a feast for the wolves and the crows. And one skeleton
Wonder if they
looks
changed
much
the
like
language there
another,
to
so
avoid
how do
saying
you
the
know
phrase,
which
"A
were
feast for
your
crows"?
ordained bones or those of Sigismund's Tartars?
Be that as it may, why have you come here?
I must get your sword back.
Sword? My sword hangs here at my side.
No, the sword my father forged for you. One of those thieves stole it from me.
They almost killed him and he already wants to go back.
Takes after his father, I suppose. Lad, I've lost a castle, a village, silver mines, and a good half of my subjects. Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
I understand. I'd feel the same way. But prudence is the better part of valor, and the dead man keeps no promises.
Aye. Woman had to save his fat from the fire, and now he wants revenge. What kind of fool are you, boy?
He's no fool. Henry, you have courage, but you need training, arms, a horse. Or do you mean to beat this thief at dice?
No, sir. Please, take me into your service and give me the chance to learn these things.
The gall of him. Fled from the enemy, disobeyed your orders, duped Sir Divish, lost your sword, put Sir Robard in danger with his actions, and now he wants a promotion.
Sir Capon's right.
What you say is certainly true, except for fleeing the enemy. You would have run as well, believe me. Henry's earned some punishment, but how do you punish someone who's already lost everything? Courage and blind obedience are good qualities for a soldier, but a wise man also appreciates loyalty, perseverance, and determination. Besides, that was a fine sword that his father made. If he thinks he can get it back, I won't turn it down.
My lord, he's a peasant. You can't make a squire of a peasant.
Why not? Someone made a priest of a pig.
He isn't a peasant, father, he's a blacksmith, and recent events have left me in need of his skills. So, would like to enter my service?
Sir, yes, I would. You won't regret it.
I probably will. I'm doing this for your father, lad. Don't it disappoint me.
Oh, fortune has finally smiled on you today, lad. Make the most of it.
Now that I think about it, Sir Hanush, the boy needs training and experience, and you need spear carriers.
That's true. Bailiff is always complaining about your people making trouble in the camp. Maybe one of their own among the guard might help.
It might. In any event, it will prove valuable experience.
But let's be clear. You're the one paying him. Captain Bernard, see to his training, and then send him to the bailiff.
Yes, sir.
And don't spare him.
You can rely on it, sir.
Don't forget, Henry. Don't disappoint me.
I won't, my lord.
Okay. Okay, so we're giving this training quest basically. We also get a entry on our thing about feudalism. Society feudalism. Where is it? Is this the one that we just learned? Well, anyway. So you can read about that if you want. Anyway, we need to go to Captain Barnard for training, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And this is a different guy.
Jesus Christ, people.
How does life in Rattay suit you?
Them Rattay folk would rather drive us out of here.
Did you find out what...
They say Sigismund is at war with the Czech lords and abducted the king. And our lord sides with Wenceslas.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and, you know, it's just generic information about what's going on. Now, if you'll notice, we have only 180 bucks left, and things start to get expensive real fast. Let me talk to this guy.
Good health.
How does life in...
It'd be fine if we didn't have to sleep in hovels and beg.
Did you find out what actually...
What do I know? The lords are at each other's throats.
I noticed some of the Skalitz men look like they've been in the wars. Has something happened here?
There's a local brawler who takes on all comers for bets. If you beat him, you get some silver. If you lose, you have to do his job.
Oh, I'll have to look.
Take care now.
Okay, so we get a little tip about some like fighter guy. Here's the Sir Hans that was in the meeting just now. Here's Barnard.
Jesus Christ, people.
So we can
I'm here for
use
training.
basic training.
There's nothing I can do for you here. I want him at the combat arena.
Very well, sir.
He wants us to go to the combat arena.
Can I ask... What kind of a lord is Sir Hanush?
I can't complain. He knows how to keep order, but he does it with good humor.
What do you think of Sir Radzig?
I hear he's on good terms with the king, probably why Sir Hanush opened the door to him. Sir Radzig seems like a fair man, and folks say he's a good governor.
What's young Lord Capon like?
He'll be the governor here in a few years. Sir Hanush is just his guardian until he comes of age. The young lord spends most of his time making merry.
Making merry, I love that English phrase.
No fool.
What's life like in Rattay?
So Sigismund came, and then you folk. It was a fine, peaceful life here.
What will become of the Skalitz refugees?
I'd like to know the answer to that myself. I hope things can settle down quick, and you lot can clear off.
Perkstein is a fine castle.
It'll be even finer once you all clear out, and I can move back into my chambers.
Do you know who those soldiers of Sigismund's are, Captain?
They call them Cumans or Kipchaks. Our lord says they fled from the Mongols to Hungary and settled there. They're herdsmen, and excellent horsemen. And barbarians, too. For all that they claim they've turned to Christ.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's some basic information about what's going on here. As you can see, it started to rain. Now we can come over here, and this is the weaponsmith. And let's talk to this guy. Now we could, you know, go inside and steal some shit. Oh, we discovered the baker too. Okay, are we really gonna... This is so risky. Nothing valuable in there, but hey, we get some experience. If you're going to be sneaking around like this, you want to do it quickly, you know? You definitely don't want to get caught in the process of unlocking a door. Now, we can't do that one yet. That's probably the blacksmith's in-game loot, treasury, whatever. That's probably his bedroom that we're just leaving there. It's probably his living room. Very dark in here. And this goes back outside. So, very nice. Okay, so let's pop in here. And we get the entry for armorer, so that this must belong to the armor guy. Or at least we were close enough to him to trigger that. All these little nooks and crannies are pretty cool, but let's talk to this guy.
Good day to you.
And he's just called Artisan.
What kind of guy?
He's strict.
So we can. This is generic filler text. It really just kind of repeats some things we've already talked about, but you know, I think. I don't remember if you get just like a tiny amount of speech experience each time you talk to somebody generally, but there should be like an actual weaponsmith store. In fact, I think it might be. It's the front part of this. Okay, so it's this part right here. Nope, I'm just kidding. Okay, let's take a look at this chest. Still hoping for valuables, of course. And those windows, even though they're open... Oh. I thought I heard something. But this one's kind of hard. Oops. There we go. So, fortunately, nobody's around. Boy, that's expensive. Let's take that. Some garment. Nah. Leave the rest. Okay, so we sold one valuable thing, and I think that is probably all we want to steal for now, because we need that to turn unstolen. That's the little red hand there, caught red-handed, you know? Our speech and charisma is down 2 right now, and so what we need to do in that is probably... Let's try washing ourselves here. And as you can see, our charisma is normalized, our speech is still down, and you gotta wonder why that is. Maybe it's because we're tired, I guess. Maybe it's because our axe is bloody. And one way you can deal with that is you can go to the whetstone here, and you can select your item, and you can And there's a little bit of an art to this. More pressure. Angle. Let's oh, there we go. The wheel. It's the wheel. Okay, so that's probably pretty good. Alright. And, now I'll be honest, I've never been particularly good at that. But as you can see, well, the condition has gone down. Well, I don't know if it was always in that condition, but it's no longer bloody at least. So, that will help with, not scaring the daylights out of people. And then, where is the armorer's... or the weaponsmith? Here's the actual store, okay. But it's closed. And there's Tana, we already talked to him. And here's some traders, but they're all going to bed for the night. And so what that really tells you is that you probably need to do that as well. Here's the pillory where they, you know, publicly shame people for committing crime. And there's all sorts of other traders along here. But, oh, and there's Sir Hans Capon. See, in the Middle Ages, when it starts to get dark out, you know, people have to figure their shit out because there's not a lot of lights, you know. So it's mostly a daytime kind of society. So we really need to probably go to sleep for the night. Now, the best way to do that at this point in the game is to just go down to the mill. But walking through town here, we do get to see a couple taverns. Taverns are not where you sleep, though. I mean, that should be obvious. A tavern is just a bar. And although there's some crossover, the inn is actually up here. And so what we can do is we can either go back down to the mill and sleep for free, or we can go to the mill, that is to say the inn, sorry, and sleep there. Or we could find a random bed in a barnyard somewhere and sleep there. Now, I will tell you that the combat arena happens to be right here. But because it's getting to be nighttime, our dude is not there yet. So let's go up here to the inn, which is just outside of town here, and we'll go ahead and have a snooze here. Now, of course, one thing you can start to do is play dice with people at inns. Problem, of course, is it's raining, so there's not a lot of takers. We get that song. Oh, here we go. Actually, there is.
God be with you.
I'm feeling lucky.
Alright, that's fine. We'll play for 45 gold. We'll see how it goes. I mean, we may well lose. We don't have any special dice, so we're not, like, artificially well off. We start with a pretty darn good roll, though. 6, 5, 4, 3. So we'll go ahead and score and pass. Take the 650. Now, sometimes when you play dice with people in this game, they'll have special dice. Now, this guy does not. But he got a decent amount, too. He got 600 as well, so we're basically even at this point. Now, that is a great roll. That is... oh, never mind. I thought it was 3 ones. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 1. Okay, so we'll take 1 and we'll roll again. And there's a 1, 2, 6, 6, 4. So we'll do that and we'll roll again.
If I was in your shoes, I'd pass while the going's good.
And that's it. We busted.
Hardly
that's
worth
fine.
talking about.
So we only lose 200 there, but that's just part of the game. You got to take risks. 1, 1, 3, 3, 4, 5. So he's going to do the same strategy as me. Take the low die, or take, you know, 1 die to continue, but obviously not getting huge scores here. And obviously once you start taking dice out of your group of 6, you can't really make up too much from that. This guy is really pushing his luck. Yep, and he busted too. Okay, there's a solid 1100. That's great. So I'll go ahead and score and pass that. The 3 1s give me the 1,000. 2 5s give me 50 each. 15555. That's going to be a similar score as well. That's he just got. Wait, this is like the most interesting, like similarly paced game ever. So we got 222, 336. So we have to do the 3 2s, which sucks. It's only 200. I'm gonna roll again. It's a little bit risky. Fortunately, it kind of paid off a little bit, and I just have to kind of take that 350 as my score there. It's not a great score, but it's better than busting, and chances are we were going to bust if we kept going. Now this guy just got 1,000 and 1,100 again, so he is getting really lucky with those ones. Let's see what we get. We just got 1,000, and we'll go ahead and score that and take it. And so this game is very even. 1, 2, 4, 4, 4. So he's going to take the 600 there.
Now you.
And boy, I feel a lot of pressure to come up with something this round. 5, 4, 3, 1, 5 again. So I'm going to 1, 1, 2, 4.
Come on,
This is a little bit risky. Fuck. I think I have to roll again.
Come on,
This is very, very risky. There we go. I think I have to take that and hope he doesn't win this round. I'm 350 away from victory. I can usually get that in a single round, but if he comes up with 600 this round, which he just totally did, so I'm out 45. That's fine. It is what it is. Okay, but anyway, we gain a little reputation by losing at dice, so that's the bright side. Now, here's the deal. We need to talk to the inn guy. We need to sleep and sleep till morning. Now, here's a strategy, because you do get a save from sleeping at the inn, if you do it legitimately. And so once I talk to this guy, where is this guy? Oops. I sprained my ankle there. Whoops. Did I? Well, I'm down to 64 health. It seems worse than I think it is. Alright, whatever. Where is the innkeeper? Is he down here? Oh, here he is. Okay.
Jesus Christ. Do you know if there's
And you
anyone
can ask
around
them
here
about
who could
quests
use
as
my
well.
help? I've got other things on my mind.
And you can buy stuff from him too, including a lot of food. Occasionally there'll be a book you can buy, but I don't want any of that stuff. And then we'll,
Is there somewhere I can... Aye. For how long?
So you have one night or a few nights? A few nights is basically indefinite. One is one. Let's see what
How
a few
about
nights cost.
All right.
And he wants 250. That's too much.
That's too much. Suit yourself. Aye. For how long?
And for one night,
Just the one. All right.
it's only 2. So we'll just pay that.
You're
Not worth
right.
haggling over.
May the Lord watch over.
And then your bed, and we do get a learning thing on that as well. The bed is almost always going to be up on the 2nd floor of an inn for you. And you kind of use your context clues. See which door's open, not locked. And if it says save and sleep, that is usually a good sign. Also, you can open this chest and you can see that it's clearly connected to my main thing. So I'm going to put any stolen goods in here for now. Except for I'll put that in there. Probably should eat something before I go to bed. And I do have this book, and I'm going to start reading that at night like this. So let's go to our food and sort by how rotten everything is. We'll take the salami first. And the cabbage is too much, too filling. So I'm going to eat an onion and a carrot to get up to 94. Maybe a beet. Alright, we're at 97. That's pretty good. And then what you can do is you can sit, and then you can get a little bit of a bonus for reading while sitting. So we'll go ahead and start reading this, and Oh, actually, I just forgot. We can't read books. Okay, so never mind. We'll have to learn how to read first. So, okay, so we're gonna go ahead and sleep. But this is such high comfort. We're getting a minus 40% because I think we took the ascetic trait. So a little trick would be, and we definitely want to get that energy nice and high. But you don't want to sit too long. Okay, let's go ahead and just, I'll do the full 12 hours because we're a little bit behind on energy from the prologue. Just looking at my cat, it's so pretty. Okay, so watch this now. Always pay attention to this kind of thing. Game saved. See that? That's very important. That means if we get caught in the act of a crime, we can... Oh, shit. What is... Okay, hold on. Nightmares. So... Oh, and we're sitting. I see. Okay, that's... I thought I couldn't move because of the nightmares. So the nightmare timer... looks like it may... I'm curious how long that takes to wear off. I guess we'll test it. Right now it is about 11 o'clock, so we'll see when that wears off. In the meantime, we can totally...
Hey.
I think I can knock her out. Can I do that? Is anybody watching?
What are you up to here? What do you...
Yeah, and you can buy from her inventory too. It should be the same as the innkeeper. Let's try knocking her out though. Okay, and I'm gonna I'm gonna left click, pick up body, and just take her back into the room. And drop her here. And, you know, you could kill her. I am a bit of a serial... I do want to roleplay kind of a little bit like a serial killer. But... I'm kind of curious if there's any consequences to killing this particular person. That's okay. So here's the whole thread about this. Had to silence her permanently. Having left one body behind, I decided the safest thing to just break all their necks, the innkeeper, the Marta, Lady Alehouse, main 2 villagers. Rubbing fuck out of the place. I quietly left a nice morning's work done. I murdered someone and 3 people found the body, and then the next day, even though I wasn't accused of the crime, my reputation, the entire town went down -1 toilet. Don't need to see you do it. 1. You roll into town one night, get seen entering the tavern. 2. You kill everyone, leave the area to town with death. Notice that you're no longer in town. Reputation. Okay. If I leave town for a bit and rest in Jane for 1 month, everyone comes back to life. Talmberg now has 100 plus guards, as not only the originals, but also the reinforcements came back to life. One day I'll try to murder them all again. Funnily enough, the miller got extremely upset that I murdered a Waffenrock guy, but doesn't take into account that he actually has to respawn. Still failed the quest. Alright. I think I can do this. I'm gonna try this. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna go ahead and start role-playing as the serial killer. Now, I'm not gonna kill everybody, but I am gonna start killing the occasional innocent person. That's... Alehouse Maid seems pretty obvious target there. So we'll go ahead and take these keys. And that necklace is worth 1,000k. That is an amazing find. Couple food items. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and I could have just stolen that. I didn't have to kill her, but let's go ahead and rub her face in it and wear the necklace. And we'll see what happens in terms of people discovering that body. Theoretically, it'll be a while before anybody discovers the body. But as far as they know, I'm just some rando. They don't know me. So we'll see what happens now. This guy, I kind of want to...
Look out!
Well, anyway, that's the innkeeper. I just killed his employee. And that makes me feel less bad about losing the 45 on dice. Let me try doing this guy.
Jesus Christ, be praised.
And I like his outfit.
I've got a bit of...
Alright, so we'll do 50, that's fine.
You're a brave soul taking me on.
He claims to be a very good dice player. And we start the game with the same exact roll as last time. So we'll start it with the... Oh, shit! I pushed the wrong button. I just wasted 700 points. That sucks. But as you can see, this guy has a couple of special dice. So it would be interesting if we could get those dice off of him. And he's not playing so well so far, which is good because I fucked up my first round. I could have had a 700. And I say special dice, they're obviously different colored.
We'll see.
Okay, he lucked out and salvaged his round with 350. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 6. Roll again. 3, 3, 4, 5, 1. Let's do that.
Not afraid of anything, eh?
Go. I'll just keep the tie. Now he's got an edge because he has those dice. And he just got 650. So he's up to 1,000. Let's see how we do.
No, I daren't.
6, 6, 4, 4, 3, 1. Okay, this sucks. Okay, that's at least keeping me in the game. Okay, so we're at 1450. See how he does this round. He'll probably do pretty well. Again, his, like, my average dice per round might be something like 350. His is probably going to be closer to 600 with his special dice. They'd probably lean in favor of once. I say that and he just busted, so now we're solidly in the lead. Okay, so this is, I can save every single one of these for 600 and roll again with all 6 dice, which is a no-brainer. You should always roll if you have 6 dice available. But now that we have 600 bankable, we really have to be careful about how much further we go. So I'm going to go ahead and take this and score that for 1250 total, bringing us way ahead of him at 2700. So he's going to need a killer round to retake any sort of lead. And he's not going to get it this one because he's already took one of the dice off the board. And he's going to take 300 there for 400. So now we're almost twice his score. Wow, look at that rain. It's getting all over this table. It looks kind of okay, but it's a little bit funky. That's 500 and 600. I'm going to take that. And that puts us in very close to winning position. Winning position you might define as being within 300 to 500 points. So we're very close to that. And how risky we get might depend on his score this round, and it's looking like he's not going to get a good score this round. I'm getting quite lucky. Okay, he got 600, so he got a pretty good score.
That'll do me.
But I'm still 1,100 points ahead, and it's my turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 6. And it was almost a good roll. Let's try getting more points. Okay, there's a 1. Let's roll again.
Not afraid of anything, eh?
And another 1 and a 5. So should I take the 350 and put ourselves in winning position? That would give us 3650. We just need 350 for the next round. I think I'm going to do that and play it conservative. So he's going to need 1800. Otherwise, it's pretty likely he's going to lose. Yeah, he can get 1800. 1, 2, 3. Oh, he's so close to a full set there. A full set is what, 1500 or something? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I mean. But so far it's not looking good. He's now incapable of getting the highest scores. and now he's very incapable of
That's it.
getting the highest scores, and he's somewhat increasingly likely to bust. And he
God's
just
holy
busted.
hat.
So all I got to do is get 350, and I'm still way ahead. So I'm feeling very, very good. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. So that's 1. Just need 250 now. And I think I just got it. Yep. So I'll go ahead and win the game there.
Shit.
Get my 50 bucks. And I'd really like to rob him. Well, let's get a good look at him. He's wearing a black tunic thing, black and white speckled or patterned pants. So that's kind of cool. Alright, let's go see if Bernard's out. It's raining, I know, but... And nobody seems to have discovered the alehouse maid that I murdered. So we'll have to think about that. And it looks like our nightmare status is still on. And I'm not sure if that's gonna... Is that gonna affect my... It might well affect my training, although my axe... You know, I only need 1, and I think they give me training swords and stuff, so let's see how it goes. Now, he is out here in the middle of the rain.
I'll be with you.
I'm here for training.
Yes, you're...
I'm not a boy.
Not a boy.
That's for me to decide. Right now, a boy is exactly what you see. And because you've never held a sword in your hand...
Okay, we'll start with the basics. I think this is the best
Come
move
with
because
me
it
and
gives you
listen
more
closely.
experience.
I don't want to be
Could
repeating
wrong.
myself. I'll be with you. So let's see what you're made of.
We're given this
Hold it
training
properly.
sword.
Keep moving. Never stand still when your life depends on it.
So he's going to repeat some of the stuff that the trainer in Skalitz taught us in terms of moving around.
Right, good. Now, try attacking. You've got to put your back into a good slash. No use waving the sword around like you're swatting flies. Go into the attack with your whole body. Try slashing from various sides to get used to it.
Now again, in the regular game, you would get a little UI interface. There's a bottom left, bottom right, upper left, and upper middle position from which you can attack.
Are you waiting? Nice. Ah, that's it. All right. Ah, that's it. Not bad. Ah, that's it. That pointy tip isn't for
Without
decoration.
that,
Try
you just
stabbing
have
me
to
with it
kind
a few
of
times.
use your cues from how you're holding the sword.
Ah, that's it. All right. Not bad. Very good. That will do. Slashing, stabbing, and movement are the foundations that you build everything else on. Now, try something more complicated. One strike, I can simply fend off. You mustn't give your opponent time to react. String your strikes together. As soon as you finish one, begin another.
Now you
Right.
could do the thing where you abuse this,
Right.
but there's no point in really doing it now because we're already past the
All right.
past the prologue there. Might as well just do a couple of these combos.
All right.
Okay, so we got that one
Now
done.
let's see how you do with defense. It's not hard to block a basic strike. Just watch out, move your sword into the path of the blow.
So hold Q to block.
Nice. Well done.
And you do want to kind of have your sword at the same angle that he's attacking from to get it done correctly, or best. So you just kind of track where he's
Very
aiming
well
at.
then. Let's see what you're made of, lad. Come at me and don't hold back.
Okay, he gets me there.
See,
Okay,
I lure
that's
you.
okay.
That
That's okay.
attack unexpectedly.
And I do get some hits on him.
Good strike.
And he's got these counterattacks, these ripostes, which are very important to martial combat. I think in real life too, actually. I'm not like an expert, but pretty sure I've heard like master like martial sword people like talk about how it's actually somewhat about the counterattack more than the actual attack sometimes. Although people can be fast with their attacks and get in, but a lot of combat is like what you're going to do on the rebound of the other side's attack, you know? Ow, you got me there.
Fine,
Okay.
enough. You're not a complete dead loss. It'll be hard work to turn you into a master, but you have the basics. Let's try something more
And my
advanced.
nightmare stuff is wearing
In
off.
combat, keep an eye on the space between you and your opponent. That is your space.
Try to attack from the side the opponent will find harder to block in time. If I'm holding the sword raised up, do an uppercut. If my sword is low, lunge. Let's try it. You strike a few times at the side where I'm not holding my sword.
Wrong! Again! Very good! Very good! Good! That's it! No! Not like that! No! Not like that!
There we go.
That's it!
You just gotta kind of anticipate where he's not.
Right. Lesson 2. Everything you've learned about blocking is wrong. When I cover, I can simply fend off your blows with my sword and gain control of the space between us. It's better not to control just the space, but actually your opponent's weapon. Attack, and I'll show you.
Okay, so we attack. And he does the perfect block and does the counterattack where he hits me. And just FYI, that nightmare's about to wear off. Okay.
All right, that will do. Now you. The trick is to stay in your stand. As soon as I
And the
start
nightmare
to
is worn
attack,
off.
you block. The move knocks the blade aside.
Not quite.
No,
That's too early.
Not like that. You mustn't hold the sword there. You have to move along with the attack. Again.
Well done!
Too soon again.
Too soon.
Ow.
All right!
Alright, got that one. That was good. Got that one. That counted. The game gives you a little thing about when to do it. Now, see that?
Ow.
All right!
And we're getting the timing about right.
Nice!
And he gives us credit for that one.
Right.
Now
we'll
he'll
try
teach
it
us
a little
counterattack
faster.
thing.
Concentrate and block just at the moment I start attacking. I'll strike you from above each time so you can see it well. Ow.
Not bad! Well done!
How is this different from what we were doing?
Ow. Try and catch the rhythm. See the sword move, you move at the same time and deflect it.
That was good. So it's just the same thing, I think. And we got
Well
a
done.
defense point there, which is great.
Good!
Good, good. Now let's try it at full speed.
Alright, here's the
Probably
riposte.
won't succeed, but that's normal at the start. You must train. Let's go. Ow.
Is he? Am I doing this right, or is he? Am I getting no feedback?
Captain Bernard!
Wait a while, Henry.
Hello.
Greetings, Sir Hans. What brings you here?
I was on my way when I noticed that you're entertaining Sir Radzig's esteemed guest. Not the same as holding a hammer, is it, blacksmith?
It's Sir Radzig's orders.
I know. I'm actually here to train at the archery range. My hand's grown heavy lately. You don't mind, do you, Bernard?
Not at all, my lord.
Good day to you, blacksmith boy. Try not to hurt yourself.
Alright, so a little
Ready to finish? Yeah, leading the
little talk
opponent where
there.
you want him. There's one more way to evade a strike. Simply step aside. Attack.
We're getting
I'll
hungry
show you.
there.
I don't have all day, boy. All right, try it. It's important not to move too soon. I'll see where you're going and hit you. At the same
So
will
depending
happen
on
if
what
you
direction
move
he
too
attacks from, you can just step to the side.
Attack slowly now. As you see me, raise the weapon, jump aside. You'll throw the opponent off a bit, and there's your chance.
See, like that.
Nice.
We definitely want to move to the side that he's not attacking from. Whoops, I moved into it that time. See, it's a little bit hard to anticipate where the attack's coming from, but
Fine.
typically
Try
moving
a
to the
little
right
quicker.
seems to be...
Try and get used to the rhythm. Never take your eyes off your opponent. You'll see a strike before it's even properly started.
Okay, got that one, that's good.
Nice.
Backed up on that one, that's good.
Good.
You can do left, right, or back.
That's it.
Alright, that's good.
And the last thing for today, a trick. You raise the sword to force your opponent to block, but then change the direction of the attack at the last moment. The opponent won't
And this
even
is
know
literal
it. Try it.
game
Draw back
mechanics
the
training.
weapon, then change the attack zone and strike, so I don't have time to react.
It's called a feint.
Wrong, damn it! Wrong! Again! No, that's not it! Wrong!
He's so quick at
No!
guarding.
Wrong! Again! No, that's not it! Wrong! Again!
There it is.
Not bad!
Alright, you got me on that one.
Again! Wrong! No! Again!
Did that one
That's it.
count? Okay, cool. That one counted too.
Nice! Well done!
So we're just being really shifty.
No,
We do get a
that's
level
not
on
it.
sword.
No, not like that! Alright! Not like that!
Alright.
Well now, that wasn't too bad. Maybe we'll make a soldier of you after all. But don't get cocky. You have to train hard and persistent. You might have talent, but talent alone won't do. Practice.
Whenever you've got nothing better to do and you're in the mood for it, you can come and train here with me. I can teach you something more when you're up to it.
Okay, so that was a pretty good practice session, but we can also talk to him again, and I highly recommend we do.
Can I ask?
Oh, actually.
Thank you.
The Lord watch over you.
I feel quite
Yeah, we have to
hungry.
do the archery training now, actually, so we'll come back and do the rest of that melee training later. I'm gonna grab this sage, though, while we're up here, and maybe some poppies. And so, yeah, early game, couple things you want to do right away is you want to learn to fight and then learn to read. Those are the two things I recommend anybody try to do. It takes forever to walk down here, so I'm just going to use the opportunity to grab some valuables. Incidentally, nobody seems to have discovered that body yet. I don't seem to have a little crime committee thing icon. So at the very least, nobody's pinned it on me. Let's see here. Go ahead and assault this guy. He has no idea who I am. And he's just called Townsman, so I'm inclined to kill him. So let's just serial kill this guy. That way there's no witnesses. Door key, Groshin, I'll take the 47 bucks. And maybe the red hose. And leave everything else. And we'll definitely want to grab this. Let's see, we'll take the dress for sure. That's very valuable. And then, does he have any family that I can kill? I mean, I am role-playing as a serial killer. And I don't think I've ever played like this before, but it's a lot of fun. Alright, we'll get the dress. So it looks like he has a wife. I wonder where she is. Imagine if you're like a normal person in this town, and like some barmaid and this guy that lives here, I guess he lives all by himself, just end up dead. You would probably link the two crimes, right? It would seem like a serial killer's on the loose. Alright, that's just a little experience box there. Okay, so nice little activity to entertain ourselves while we were waiting. I don't see the wife around. She may be out here. No, don't see her. Okay. Well, we'll come back someday maybe and see how she's doing. Okay, grab the thistle there. So now we're going down to do the archery training. Now this one you can actually win a bow at, so I might do a save your schnapps before I start it. And you want to come down here basically. Oh, did we just get a sprained ankle from that? That's crazy. Basically, we're going to the other side of this bridge, but down the moat. Right? Or no? Oh, you know what? I'm thinking I'm incorrect. We have to go back up. God damn it! I did not. I forgot how to get to where I'm going. We just take the main bridge to the lower castle, go under the thing once we're inside the castle walls. Alright. I should, if I were doing produced videos, I would do a little infographic at the end of each video about how many people I murdered each episode. Last episode only... Well, the first episode I definitely murdered a few people. The last episode Did I murder anybody, or did I just steal from the guy? I didn't murder the Chamberlain, I just stole from him. Alright, so... I definitely have a couple stolen dresses here. Stolen necklace is still triggering, the red pants are triggering too. So I really just hope none of this gets lifted from me by the guards here. In fact, it might make sense to run right past them and not give them a chance to really talk to me. Although, I think they would have grabbed me if they thought there was a problem. There's this fancy horse here, I notice. And then this dice player here. And then this fancy looking guy here. Kinda want his jacket. Not gonna play dice for once, though. That's Capon's horse. And here's this guy. Milan, let's talk to him.
God be with you. Are you the bro?
What's it to you?
I'm a Skalitz refugee, and I'd like...
Hang on,
This is the brawler we can fight for coin.
Alright.
Hold your horses, laddie. First, you have to prove you're a worthy opponent for
I had
me.
to fight Steven and a fellow they call Ringlet. Alright. So, we'll be on the lookout for Ringlet and Steven. Now, this is where we're going here, and by the way, if you... Like in the main game, you'd have a much clearer marker. But even in the hardcore mode, A is listed here. By the way, there's also a tournament marker there. And there's all these little question marks and little shop indicators and quest giver things. And so there's a lot to be taken into account there. But let's come down here and do this. Now, I am going to do that save your schnapps thing. So let's grab a save here real quick and see if I can win this thing. There we go.
Let's see then. Take this bow, and another thing. Put on this arm guard.
Thank you, Captain.
Save the thing.
Okay, we got Van
Now
Braces.
concentrate. The bow ain't exactly the weapon of choice of a knight, but it can come in very handy. You've got two bandits coming at you from a distance. You shoot one in the eye, drop your bow, and draw your sword on the other. Emperor Charles, God rest him, encouraged his subjects to learn archery. He even organized contests in Prague. But you wouldn't have gotten far there. You're holding the thing like a piece of firewood. But enough talk. There's the target. Try and hit it. Draw the bow, aim, and release. Try to get a feel for the rhythm. Inhale on the draw, hold your breath for a moment, and then release the string. No jerky movements. Just let the string slide out of your fingers, as if you were about to draw it back more. It's all one movement. The arrow aiming at the target and flying at it. Shoot away. What you have there is a training bow. The arrow drops quickly. Once you've trained a bit, you can get yourself a better one, and then those arrows will fly so fast you won't see them. Don't forget the arm guard. Once you've mastered the bow a bit, you won't need it anymore.
Okay, we can't seem to push I to put the arm guard on, but we can push 2 to draw this bow. And by the way, we don't even need the arm guard because we are using gauntlets.
Well, that was awful. I didn't imagine a village yokel like you would have much skill, but you failed to meet even my low expectation.
Okay, apparently we failed somehow.
Why are you wasting your time, Sir Bernard? Nothing will come
Did
of
I-
him anyway.
is that
and at
just
the first
the
sign of
dialogue,
trouble,
or
run
did I
away
do
like
something
any
wrong?
other cowardly peasant. After all, he's done it before.
What did you say?
Calm down, boy. Keep in mind who you're talking to.
A braggart who was born with a silver spoon in his mouth.
Ah, you've really done it. You'll go to the stocks for that.
Calm yourself, Sir Bernard. If the blacksmith boy feels he can prove himself, then let him try. Do you think you can beat me? Well?
Any time.
Very well. If you defeat me, I'll give you my bow. If you lose, you'll have to pay up.
I have enough.
Good, then let's get to it.
Okay, so he's betting me on this contest here. And, let's, go ahead and give this a try. Now, I've got a little thing tacked onto my screen where I can see where the reticule is, and I just got 2 points there. Oh, shit. Missed that one. Okay, I need to aim higher. Man, we're sucking today. Okay, that's... So I basically need to get a release of the arrow right as I pull it there, and we've got 1 left. He's got 2. That's not good. Okay, I need to get at least a 2. And I got a 4, I think, or something. Okay, I actually beat him. That's cool. I didn't... I wasn't really... Did I get like 4 points on that last one?
Probably just wasn't your day, sir.
Okay, well, I actually beat him. That's cool.
Heavy hand, ever since I fell off that horse during the last hunt. What are you grinning about, boy? I think you owe me a little payback. How about a sword fight at the arena?
If you like.
Sir Hans, is this necessary? Sir Hanush has already had words about you fighting with your subjects. He explicitly told me.
I know what he told you. You can just tell him I didn't listen to you. So what's it going to be, blacksmith?
If we must.
Excellent. Then let's go.
Okay, so now we have the sword fight with Sir Hans here. And theoretically, this is easier than the archery, I think. And this is like full... Oh, shit. I was just noticing that we're using real swords.
Where?
Okay, you got me good there. It's not going well. We're bleeding. I got him good there. We're not bleeding anymore, that's good. And we got a level in warfare there. We can't do a perfect block yet, so... Okay, got me there. Okay, we gotta start trying here. Okay. Thanks. Okay, sometimes maybe the feint is the best option for getting some points in.
Show what you're made of.
Okay, we got a strength perk, which is great because we really need that, especially for like our inventory issues. Okay, he got me there on the repost. I hate that. Because I can't do that yet.
Shit!
Okay, we stepped into that one. Okay, you got me good there.
Yeah.
Down there. Okay, you got me there. Yikes.
Now, you Dumbo. Cunt!
Okay, you got me there. I was trying to attack. Okay, and you got me there.
You going to cry now?
Okay, I got him.
What's the...
You got me. Okay, I could have sworn I blocked in that, but at least I got him back.
You can still yield.
I think that's a good sign that he's saying that kind of stuff. Sometimes you just miss the block, you know? Like maybe it's a stamina thing. I don't really know. You got 4 good blocks there.
Now. You're in.
Let me try moving back on this one. Okay, kind of miscalculated that one. Okay, some of those blocks are just not going my way. Oh, I got him in the head, that one. Yeah, I think I'm doing better, and he's definitely looking a little injured, if I'm being honest.
God damn.
It's all about the timing, I think, in terms of not being able to counterattack directly.
Fuck.
Yeah, and the fact that he's saying all this stuff is good. There we go. Okay. We got quite a few levels up.
Well, got the better of me this time, blacksmith. Must be having an off day.
Are you alright, sir?
Don't worry your mangy head about me, peasant. We'll see each other again soon enough. You can keep my bow. Its best years are behind it anyway.
Okay, so we get the hunting bow as a reward now. Just kind of give you a sense. And by the way, we're restored to full health there, even though we look injured still. Capon has a 54 value on that, whereas mine has a 39. So I can sell that. I ended up buying that in the prologue, didn't I? A waste of money. Fortunately, I've made up for it by stealing from all the people I've serial killed so far. And quite frankly, I'm doing quite well on all this kind of stuff. And with that strength upgrade, 4 to 3 now, and we had an agility as well, we can carry more. So I can, let's put those back on instead of the van braces. These do add to your archery, I think. Well, it doesn't tell you how, but I'm not sure if that's the case or not. Now, I will also just have a quick bite to eat. Let's do the cabbage. And then these beets. And then these apples. And the carrots. And the bread. There we go, back up to 80. I guess the dried mushrooms as well. Okay, and now we can talk to Bernard, and we can do another round of training.
I hope he has.
Watch it, boy.
And he's going to tell us not to get angry at the nobility there. I guess I can't do the full training yet, but at least we leveled. So let's take a look at that, and I probably will end the stream relatively soon. We got one main level, and this is great. There's all of our forced bad traits, but we've got a few others. Oh, we don't have the aesthetic trait. Okay, so we just have a negative to comfort from our one of these red ones, nightmares or whatever. That's tempting. Manly odor. I think I'm gonna do the Insomniac. That gives me better bonuses when I'm tired, and or like keeps me from being tired as fast. So that's main level. We can also do one in strength, it looks like, so we'll do that. And I really do like to go with mule because we can carry a lot more right away. These are good for battling, but this is good for the game, so we're just gonna do mule. And then combat over here, we have a defense. Actually, I think we have 3 points of defense, or at least. No, we're at level 3, okay, so, but we do have a perk. Or no, we don't, actually. Our perk is in sword, okay. And this is just combos. We do stab, upper left, bottom right. Or Zorn Art, Wrath Strike. Upper left, bottom right, stab. I think I'll do Blunt Strike. I think I can figure that one out more easily. I don't really use the combos all that much, to be honest, so. And we definitely need to repair our armor and clothes, now that we've gotten them all dirty in the combat arena there. Alright, let's head on in. And there's tons of guards here, so if you're ever in like huge criminal trouble, you don't want to come through this way. And that's where the tournament happens. They added that from a DLC, so yeah. Now, there is a guy here, a blacksmith, so let's talk to him.
Jesus.
And first of all, we can trade. So let's see what we can sell. We could sell things like the koi for the shirt. Can't sell the dresses, they're still marked stolen. That's marked stolen. We could sell these van braces though, so let's do that. Oh, what? Oops. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Oh, and they gave us a Warhorse Gambusser. That's nice. I think that's just from the game. Yeah, so we're selling van braces for 50, which is great. And what about weapons? Let's sell this for 20, because that's a better bow and we can use it. Everything else I think we'll keep. Okay, so let's go to the basket. Or do we want to buy anything? I mean, sometimes it's good to buy these kind of things because you can get better at equipment maintenance. You know what? I actually have to go. So anyway, we'll continue this later. Let me just buy that real quick. I have to go, so we're gonna end the stream, but I'm gonna go ahead and save and quit here, and we'll resume here. We had a nice hour and a half stream. That's